You guys are playing at a faster pace. You were already playing fast, but it's faster since DeMarcus went out. I think it's the fastest in the league. Has that been a point of emphasis since he went out, or is that just a product of the fact he went out that you guys are able to kind of get up and down?
Well, I think our pace was pretty good before he went out, but obviously with him out, we don't have that power that we would normally have. So what we've tried to do is, with AD and his ability to run the floor, and Rondo, that's what he's really good at, and Drew. So we've decided that we would try to play even faster than we were playing.
Do you think that's been a key in kind of those last 3 wins with kind of getting up and down the floor?
No, I would say that it may have a little to do with it, but I think the biggest part is that I think our guys have kind of figured out role-wise what they should be doing, and I think their confidence level is back up, and I think that was, like I said to you guys, when you lose somebody with the ability of DeMarcus, and you take away, almost 26 points and 13 rebounds, sometimes, guys, kind of take a deep breath and go, what are we going to do now? And I think they realize that, everything that we set out to do, we can still accomplish.
Some teams that are in like the thick of a playoff race, you see in different locker rooms, they have like all of the standings up on the wall that have like the update and stuff like that. I mean, is your philosophy kind of to not do that, as far as like not be preoccupied with
what is that going to matter? Right. There's not one of those teams that doesn't control their own destiny. Mm-hmm. And as long as we control our own destiny, I don't know why we would have to look at standings or anything else. Sure. If we do what we're supposed to do, the standings are irrelevant, really, So that's why I don't see a need to have them plastered up all over the locker room or something. I think we just got to do our jobs as coaches and as players, and if we do our job, then, we'll know what the standings are, when those times become, important. But to put up with 25 games or 23 games to go, I don't see the purpose of that.
It's a unique situation anyways to have this bunched up with 25 games left, and you can still kind of get anywhere from a great season to a terrible season.
I've never seen it like this in the 30 years I've been in the NBA. I've never seen it where, we're in the 8th place and we have 2 more losses than the number 3 seed. So it could end up anywhere, really. I mean, I think the only people that's, obviously Houston and Golden State are, kind of in an elite group there, but everybody else, even Minnesota, I think all of those teams, there's a possibility that, you could catch them, or they could get separation or anything like that. I mean, for us, we're just talking about playing hard and competing hard, and then we'll take the results. All right.
Before you go, any thoughts on comments on
Yeah, and I talked a little bit about this yesterday. I think as a coach, when you're looking at situations and you're working for a franchise, you want to know that the owner is going to try to do everything he can, to help you win games. And, I don't think there's any doubt that that's what's going on here. I told someone yesterday, it's a tremendous financial commitment to go out and trade for DeMarcus. And I think Mr. Benson was willing to do that because he thought he could help us win games, and obviously it was working out great. So I just think when you have an owner that have that kind of commitment and is willing to do just about anything that you ask to do to help you win games and try to move our franchise forward, then I think the state of Louisiana and the NBA is lucky to have a guy like him that was willing to buy this team, to want to keep it in this city right here and do everything he can to try to bring a championship to the city with the basketball team as he did with the Saints. So I love working for him because I think he gives you an opportunity to be successful, and I think as a coach that's all you would ever want to do. Well, I mean, help-wise, I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that if you're asking me, you're talking about a guy that's a pretty doggone strong guy. And if you look at his naval background and all of that, it's going to take more than, just a simple little thing knock him out. He's a fighter. So, I look for him, and we want him to get healthy and well and be back in the arena again. Our guys love it when he visits the locker room. So, we're all praying for him to recover quickly and be back and stopping by the locker room and giving us that hello that he always does. So, but I know that he's a fighter, and I know that you don't get to where he is not being a tremendous fighter. So I know he's going to do everything he can to get back on his feet and get back in his daily operations. That's what he's great at.
So do you feel the same way about the starting five? Is it going to be kind of matchup based? Or?
Yeah, it will be matchup based. I think, there's games where we'll put a Mech out there, and then there's games where we'll just keep Nico in the lineup, and it's just going to be on a game-by-game basis. It's not going to be anything that we're married to either way. So I think it worked out great for us the last time we did it, and we'll try it again when we see a situation. The one thing I don't want to have happen early in the game is to have AD battling and bumping and grinding with some of the big centers in this league, like the Drummonds or the Dwight Howards or guys like that. The finesse guys, I think he can, but the guys that are just strictly power players is doing that. I'd like to keep him off those guys. Eventually, he's going to have to guard them in the game because I think it gives us such a great advantage offensively. But to start the game, I like the fact that America can go out there and bang with those guys, and we can keep AD off of him.
Hey, this is kind of random, but do you have any opinion about the recent reports that's saying that maybe the league is considering redoing the playoff format? Maybe they might do like a play-in tournament or something like that. Do you feel like the playoffs need any change or anything?
The only thing I care about is that I hope they're redoing it with us in it. Okay, I don't care. They can redo anything they want if we're in it. Okay, I don't care. So, I think eventually what happens is that, I don't know if there's ever been a time in the NBA where the best team didn't win. And I'm talking about the team that was playing best at that particular time. So, I think in the NCAAs it's a little different. One game anyone can win. I think it's tough to beat a better team 4 out of 7 times. So whatever they decide to do, I think the best team is still going to win.